Oh, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bam. 28, 28. Um, that is 2,828, and that is the number of days remaining as of right now. That's interesting. So what time is it? These days are changing. All right, at 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock p.m. We just went to 2,828 days remaining until our final exam, until this artwork is done, and that is 2030, January 1st. So I wanted to jump on to go over where we are right now and what I just finished. And also, I'm keeping this open. So this is, let me get that out of the way. Let me make sure I'm recording. Sorry, I had to jump on here. I didn't know there was that many little seconds left. But, okay, so if you see at the bottom left right there, it says to talk live. That's just so if you want to talk live. I'm streaming this to YouTube only now. I did not renew my Pro for Streamlabs quite yet because I've been when I come on, I'll multi-stream, and it just ran out. I guess I paid for the year, and I did not renew. So instead of renewing right away, I'm just putting this on YouTube. So if you want to go to the bottom left there, or it says warroom.com, WORROOM.com. That'll take you to this room, and you will be live on the air if you do come in here. But if you want to talk, I don't have the chat feature, and also because of my eyes, I couldn't see the chat feature anyway. So yeah, hop in if you want to talk while I'm going over this stuff, if you have any questions. But yeah, 2,828 days remaining, and that's roughly 7.5 more years. Oh yeah, and that brings me to where we are. So if you've been following, let me oops, I gotta use my, oh no, that's not it, there it is. This is where we're pieced out right now, and if you cover it up, that is what I'm working on right now. So a lot of stuff happening over there. I'll keep that on. Let me blow this up for you guys. And then let me turn the grid off. The grid just shows each piece that is created separately. So I just finished this one right here, and it's called Layer Cake. And it's looks all happy, but it's gonna get a little crazy up here, I'm afraid, and I'm gonna go over all that. And the other one was right here about this this new variant, but not just about that variant, about what we can expect to come, and that's what this is up here. So I'm gonna go over this briefly, and yeah, all right. Let me take that grid off. Let me. Oh, no, that's not in your way. Okay. So the pieces that were completed, I did go over this briefly, but I'll just go back to it. So there's this entanglement right here, and the pink is the global brain. It's getting its clutches on society, and you know, it shows this this grabbing hold of the green vine, which is representing the environment, the climate. So there is a struggle right now, and I think it's the it's the whole blockchain issue that we've been dealing with over here, and that's where this big explosion and talking about electrolyzers here for green hydrogen, which I believe is going to start bubbling up. This is where I was hoping this big explosion right here didn't mean nuclear, because this has been in here for months and months and months, way before the new year. So obviously there was no war happening, but it predicted it again. I never know what they're predicting. I thought this big nuclear bomb looking thing was the kind of the dissipation of crypto for right now. It's coming back, but and it is. That's what it's saying. It's this, the king is losing his crown, and crypto's changing right here. It's in major flux right here, and that a lot of stuff that's going on has to do with the war. And so that's what this big bomb is. I always said, don't worry. I don't think it's a nuclear bomb, but it is a major disruption, and that's where we are. This one I'm working on right now is Sunflower, which is it's being represented for Ukraine and for peace and their strength over there. So this is, I don't know, they're melting. I've been working on this. This is actually... this is flowing a little nicer, although I kind of like that. Might have to go back to that stem. But anyway, all these are melting now. The piece that I'm working on the iPad, which what I do is I work on the iPad separately. So if I turn the grid back on, you'll see that's the piece right there that's getting done right now. So I'll bring it back in and see how it looks. In fact, you can see this is how I brought it into the iPad, like that. Actually, it wasn't even like that. I could throw that guy away. It was that. So what I do is I draw, and then I bring it back in, and then I just continue. But I draw on the iPad, and then I just keep refining and keep refining. And then it starts telling more of the story. So now I've got yesterday I started putting this in. So it looks like this piece is getting ripped off. Let me close this. Why do I keep doing that? That's why I'm going to close. Right there. So, we've got this explosion, and now we've got these petals are going off into this guy's head. And I wanted to get on yesterday so bad. And I was in major creative mode, and I was actually drawing this on there, and that's when I found out that I don't have multi-streaming, and I had to figure out why. So I was kind of sad because as I was drawing it, I was like, oh man, I got to share it with you guys. And just like any of these other things, so the birds, are now coming out as they are. Oh, you know what? I'll show you what I do. So I can go and let's grab my VIP, Vines in Progress. And I believe it's this one right here. Yeah. So I upload every time I'm done on the iPad working on a session. I definitely upload it. And I save it here. So, yeah, are these even melting? Yeah. So this is what I kind of worked on the iPad. It's not much different, but it will give me an understanding of, let's see. So I have to bring it down because this thing is huge. I can hear my computer screaming. All right, so let's just bring that in. It's not a big change, so I'm just going to throw you back out. But see, you'll see right here. It seems like it's not a lot. Watch this. Oh, wow. Well, it could help if I had it in the right position. Is that not it? See, this is what I deal with. Oh, something's not in the right position. Oh. That's why I started messing with that. Okay, so this one should work, unless the other one's off as well. Let's see. And we will take that off. There we go. But as you can see, it's a big difference from that to that. So I do like this one better. So I am going to keep it. I need to lock it. And then I need to throw the other one away. And there we should have it. So that's how it started. Brought in the iPad and then started working on it. And so what I'm drawing out now is it's looking like, these birds that had already been in there. I wasn't sure what they were doing. A lot of times represent freedom, but they're pulling they're basically pulling what do you call it? The sunflowers. Like they're pulling away the piece, or maybe they're carrying the piece with them, because they are flying towards the crypto guys. I don't know if they're going to come up here. It can't right now because this piece is done. There might be a bird that's going to fly through here bringing peace, but I don't think the peace and the crypto part are what matters. Maybe like, crypto brings peace, but it helped try to bring peace. But it's not gonna. I don't see that being the reason for this. So we'll see what this turns out to be, and tell us. But we do see a lot of sunflowers. That might mean the war is about to end. Now this is vine number. I'm working on all four. It doesn't mean it has to. It could be this one could leapfrog into the other ones, and so we'll see. But I might have some green down here because of the new way they're thinking of carbon capturing with algae, and this other form of algae that won't damage the environment, but it's geoengineering. It's going to damage the environment. So that even shows this big explosion. So it might come down here. It looks like it might. It might even have a little bit of green, because this is one of the ones I'm working on. If I see some green down here, and if it looks good by itself, because remember I'm working on these separately, not the whole piece together. So if the green goes well with this, which it kind of looks like it does, that green right there, that might have been where the algae started. Look at that. Got to finish that, huh? Yeah, for sure. Interesting. And let's go up here. Blocks are actually coming more into form now here. So the end right here where it's, remember this is chapter 3 that we're on right now. It's connected to chapter 2. So, chapter 2 started to end in the pandemic, when the pandemic hit right here in the middle, and then just blew up everywhere over here. And that was the end of the awakening, and now we're in the revolution. So after the revolution is the rebuild, but that's still years away. And usually the transfer is in the middle of these, like when the pandemic hit and the awakening, and then the revolution right now, that's hitting kind of in the middle of where we are now. Because if you remember, I will show you this. Oh no, I didn't. Okay. I got to scroll down, and then this. So we're kind of in the middle. Actually, we're almost exactly in the middle. So a few more years left to go on this, a couple more years, and we'll see where that takes us. But the big thing is here, the sunflowers. I wanted to share with you guys. Still the crypto haze over here. It's just getting disrupted. There is a new thing with these petals, the petals that are going into his head. This did not look like a good character, and I still don't think it is. But this is in the major, when we're like trying to do whatever we can for the climate, I can see, because it kind of fizzles out right here. It came all the way down here, and it started to fizzle out, and now it's about to erupt and then crawl up and affect all this on top of it too. And that's just chapter 3 right now. Chapter 4 will connect chapter 1, which is very red. So I'm hoping that there's not more and more red that's going to be happening. I can show you. Watch this. this is cool. Let's see. I want to get you the right one. Oh no, that's wild. Let's do. Let's see what Mockup 2 does. There's a little more drawn, but as you see, it's a lot of red to the right. Let's get my head out of the way. It starts like almost all red because chapter 1 is red, and it is coming into this tidal wave and also this yellow area right here representing new ideas. So that's a good thing. And then, in fact, if you see up here, I've changed this to orange. I mean to yellow instead of pink. And no reason, just because I just come in here and start working and seeing how the flow is, and it just kind of guides me. But this is showing right here. It's showing. These are definitely not sunflowers like we had all the way down here. It does look geoengineered, not geoengineered. It looks human engineered. So this is something to keep an eye out. And also how this part right here has the same shape as this kind of dead area. I don't know. I'm a little afraid because all this right here is more pandemic stuff, vaccines, all that kind of stuff. You got your messengers who basically it explained how we created the vaccine so quickly and what that vaccine, what that process, what it can do other than vaccines for viruses, but also for cancers and all that kind of stuff. So that was a fun one to do. And then this one was last month, and it was about kind of a new variant outbreaks, and that we've accepted it, but we're going to live in this perpetual world of in a pandemic, a perpetual pandemic. And that's kind of where that's talking about right here. And it kind of creeps in up here. So not great. And this dead looking area is very scary. I don't know what that's for, but we're going to find out. And it's not going to be too long. It's not going to be too far away. But we also got, this to worry about. What are we building with the blockchain? Something's getting built back up, which is good. And it looks like it's getting into the metaverse more. Basically, like what this is telling me is, we can't run the metaverse. We can't run even the central bank digital currency without blockchain. Now, the banks are trying to create, and they're all going to do it. So U.S. is going to do it too. The digital currency, but there's so many things hurdles that they have to jump, and I don't know how long it's going to take and what they're going to do. But one of the hurdles is surveillance, and I don't think Americans are going to be all about that. Now, China, they're already doing it, and they're happy to do it. Just tell me what I need to do, and I'll do it. So we'll see how that ends up. But you got some blocks piling up here, which is good. As long as they look like they're starting to form. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe they will. Who knows? But right now, yeah, they're piling up there, which is cool. That was kind of new. They're stacking up here. But this dude right here looks like a small version of this. So it might be this kind of a warning saying it's not really what you think. It's not as big as what you think. Or hopefully that's not it. But that's looking like that is. So anyway, blockchain's going to be back. And it's going to be messy for a while, but things are looking up. So, okay. that's it. I just wanted to hop on and actually test this out and give you guys all an update. So enjoy the rest of the day, and happy 2,824 days.